7. But now we're going to get like a big jelly or something, aren't we? I know we eventually do. That was close. Go, 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 go. Okay, spam. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We're good. Haven't taken damage. That's fine. Keep going.
I think you two need a little break from the dance.
That's 8. Now there's a big jelly. Now this is going to be near impossible. Get up, SpongeBob.
This buffet is all you can beat.
That was close, but we're alive. Okay, just keep running. That was very close, but we're good. Still alive. AC2, Syndicate, and Mirage. Yeah, I mean, Mirage at least is easy. Okay, only the big guys left. If nothing stupid happens, we're good. Go, go, go. Okay, thank God. Oh, that was annoying. It's right there.
We got everything on
Okay.
the list. Now Twitchy should be able to whip a large half-sweet decaf.
Alright, we got the potion.
Coming up.
Alright, let's take it to Gary, and then we've got the Platinum Trophy. Because we're about to grab the Platinum Trophy, and I don't want it interrupted by something stupid. Alright, we have healed Gary the Snail. And we got our last coin, and with it, the Platinum Trophy will pop. Want to see me do it again? One sponge to rule them all! And we did it in under 10 hours. Hell yes, we did it in under 10 hours. Hey guys, it is NCS Fan 001 here for the road to my 760th Platinum Trophy. You guys hopefully already saw it unlock on a live stream at the end of October of 2023. Platinum number 760 was Spongebob Squarepants, the Cosmic Shake-'em for the PS5. So this is the PS5 version of the Cosmic Shake. It's the first SpongeBob Platinum we've gotten on the PS5. It is a very, very fun game that I would highly recommend, though it does have a couple of slightly annoying trophies. So for the Platinum Trophy, you're going to get the first 7 or 8 or 9 trophies, pretty much everything through this first Silver Trophy you were going to get just by beating the game. The game is fairly short by a story perspective. It's only about maybe 5-ish hours to beat the whole story of the game. So it's fairly short overall. I mean, the whole Platinum Trophy is pretty short. It's about a 10 to 12 hour Platinum, but it is a very fun time. So basically just beat the 7 main worlds and then beat the final boss, and you will get every trophy through here. Then we get our first few Miscellaneous and Combat trophies. So the Baby Booms are basically the Chucks from Battle for Bikini Bottom. They will shoot these like goo balls at you, and you have to just knock the balls back at them and kill them by knocking those back at them. It's pretty simple. You'll probably get this one probably naturally by the time you finish the game. The Burrowers are the giant worm-looking enemies that start spawning around 5 areas into the game. If you don't get this one naturally, you can easily farm it in Bikini Bottom just across from SpongeBob's Pineapple. There's a Burrower that will always spawn there. The Big Jelly is the big guy that throws a bathtub at you because that makes sense as an attack. You probably won't get this one naturally, but you can farm it pretty easily in any area where you have a Big Jelly attacking, and just let him keep killing enemies over and over again until the trophy unlocks. Then we get all of our world-specific trophies, and a few of these are the hardest trophies in the game. So you have to catch Mr. Krabs in under 3 minutes in the first area of the game. This one is really, like, kind of unreasonable. I feel like it might be buggy, actually, because I feel like I definitely did it right on one of my attempts and it didn't unlock it, so it might be buggy. I'm not entirely sure. But it's definitely one of the more challenging trophies in the game. It's going to take several tries unless you get really, really lucky with it. Just avoid as many enemies as possible. Just try to rush your way to the finish. This one is also kind of annoying, but it's also just kind of random chance-based. You have to avoid all of Sandy's attacks and beat the boss fight without taking any damage. Most of the enemies and stuff are easy to deal with because you can just use your karate kick move to kill them or knock them over. It's just avoiding a few of her other attacks that are just like really, really hard to get out of the way of because the game just gives you very little time to react. Then you have to reclaim the Dutchman's ship in 5 minutes in Goo Lagoon. This one's actually very easy. You can do this one without any major issues. Just sort of rush through it. Don't worry too much about extra enemies or extra collectibles. Just rush your way through it. Kill all the enemies on the ship as quickly as possible, and you should get this one within 1 to 2 tries. This trophy was probably the worst for me on the PS4 version, but I had a little bit less trouble with it on the PS5 version, thankfully. You just have to avoid being seen by Gary during the boss fight. It's not too hard if you're focused on it. It can be a little bit tricky at times because sometimes he will just like lock onto you randomly out of nowhere. Just take your time with it, move through it slowly, and you shouldn't have too many problems. This is during the 5th area. This one's actually pretty easy. Just avoid the shock waves. There's not too much of a risk here. This one is a little bit annoying just because sometimes the kick move just doesn't want to work correctly, and you will try to kick something, but the game just won't take the input, and you'll end up taking damage. You are allowed to be hit by the witch's green ball attack. You just aren't allowed to be hit by the actual enemies. And then these last 2 trophies for the final 2 boss fights are both actually very easy and shouldn't give you too much trouble as long as you know that they're there. So then the jelly makers are the giant like balls of jelly that take 3 hits to kill that spawn more enemies. To get this trophy, you have to knock other enemies into them. It's a little bit tricky. It's going to take a little bit of farming, but there's an easy way to grind this out right next to the Krusty Krab in Bikini Bottom if you don't get it naturally. Just because it's a little bit hard to get the attacks lined up and get them to land right in him because sometimes they just pass right through him. Then you have to push 50 enemies with Jellymaker's Roar. This one should come naturally just because he's going to roar at enemies constantly, so this one should come naturally. This one is best done in the medieval sulfur fields when you're climbing up the castle right before you go inside of it. There's a great place to get it there because there's a big jelly and a baby boom right there together, so the baby boom can easily just kill the big jelly right there. It's a great place to do it. 10 tartar jellies that are engaged in an attack. This one's super easy because the tartar jellies are pretty common. You'll come across them starting in like the 1st or 2nd level. Just bubble them while they're attacking and you're good to go. The nin jellies are the ones that you have to hit once with a kick to knock them over and then hit them a 2nd time. If you don't have this one just by beating the game, which you probably won't, just go back to the Glovey Glove boss fight and that's an easy place to grind this one out. This one is unmissable. This one is probably unmissable. This one, just don't spend any jellies until you get to 10,000 and then go ahead and use your jellies to purchase your costumes. This one is a little bit grindy because you just have to... You're not going to see that many jellyfish throughout the game, but it's easily farmed in Bikini Bottom, so it's not much of a problem. This one's easy, just note that it doesn't include the tikis. It includes everything that's breakable that isn't a tiki. This one's pretty easy, just the bubbling just isn't really all that useful, so just bubble whenever you get the chance and you'll get this one along the way. Karate kicking 100 enemies is basically unmissable because the karate kick is so overpowered. This one's unmissable while going for the 100% because you're going to hit well over 50 buttons. This one is basically unmissable as well while going for the 100% because you're going to come across tikis constantly, just break 1,000 of them, nothing difficult at all there. This one's a little bit of a grind. You probably won't get this one by beating the main story. You might not even get it while going for the 100%, but it can be easily farmed during the Glovey Glove boss fight in case you miss it. This one's unmissable. This one can be done right at the beginning of the game. There's 1 spatula in each level for a total of 8. Most of them are fairly easy to find, but if you just follow a guide for the few that are trickier, you shouldn't have a problem. 25 NPCs is very easy. Just go around Bikini Bottom and just punch someone 25 times. Very, very easy. These next 2 are both located in Goo Lagoon. They're both easy, but you might want to look at a video for them because they're both in very specific areas. The Costumes Trophy will require you to collect 28,000 total jellies to purchase all of them. The 2 new costumes for the PS5 version actually don't count toward this trophy, surprisingly, which is kind of nice. But you'll just need 28,000 jellies to purchase all of them. So if you need to grind any, go to like the 2nd or 3rd checkpoint in downtown and just punch the dumpster that's right there over and over again to keep grinding 2 of the jellies at a time. Within half an hour, you'll get more than enough jellies than you need for this trophy. And then finally, this is basically your in-game platinum trophy. There's nothing more else to say about it. You'll get this one naturally while going for everything else. So, at this time, level 845, 91%. This was platinum number 760, and it was before we hit 27,000 total trophies, but I earned it on a live stream along with the Super Box delivery game. So, at that time, it was 760 platinum trophies and about 4,980-ish golds, 7,211 silvers, 14,039 bronzes, and it was about 26,990 total trophies. So this was a lot of fun. Very glad to play through this game again. I would love to see Battle for Bikini Bottom get a PS5 version. I would love to see other Nickelodeon games get onto the PS5 because there's a lot of really good ones to see coming forward. So I do hope we get more of them, but for now, this is the only one we have, but it was a lot of fun, so definitely would recommend playing. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and leave me a like. Let me know what other games you would like to see from the Nickelodeon catalog on the PS5, and I will see you guys back here real soon for another trophy video.